So I'm co-hosting the BTS Readathon this month, and I completed 2 prompts from the 7 prompts that I need to complete. I was thinking maybe doing a 24-hour readathon and trying to complete as much prompts as possible. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jane, and like you can already tell, today I'm going to do a 24-hour readathon. Till now, the BTS Readathon was so much fun, but I read only the group book, I Will Be the One by Laila Lee, which means that I already completed 2 prompts, but I need to read 5 more. Let's talk about my TBR in my new filming spot, my TBR shelf. Okay, I think it's okay. It's my first time filming in this spot and I'm so excited that I actually have another filming spot. But yes, let's talk books. So the first book is These Violent Delights by Gong, which I already started to read and I'm really in the start. Like, I almost didn't read anything. I'm doing a buddy read with Charlotte from Clumsy Charlotte. This is for the Jimin Lai prompt, the dark themes prompt, because this is like a story about 2 violent gangs families. So it feels pretty dark for me. The second book is the memory book by Lara, Avery. This is for the Jimin 14 prompt because this book has 14 letters in the title and I already talked about it in my TBR video, but this is the only book for my TBR that has actually 14 letters. Like, I was sure that I'm going to find more than one book, but apparently not. And this is about a girl with some medical condition that's going to make her forget everything. The next book is Be Prepared by Vera Brosgol. I was supposed to read Summer Blonde for the Beach Taeyong prompt, but in the end I chose this book, and I actually wanted to choose this book like from the start because this is about a girl who goes to a Russian summer camp, so it's like perfect for the prompt. But I wasn't sure if this book is going to come in time, because maybe you know it, but I'm from Israel and like books take a lot of time to get here, but I actually got it in time, so I'm so excited to read it. And this is a graphic novel and I love graphic novel so much, and also the illustrations in this graphic novel just looks so cute and I'm really excited to read it. Now I had another graphic novel in my original BTS Readathon TBR, and this graphic novel was Letters to Survivors by Gebe. Now I was planning to read it on an ebook, but I actually couldn't find an ebook version of this graphic novel anywhere, and this graphic novel was supposed to be for the Euphoria prompt because this is a dystopia graphic novel, so it means that I need to find another dystopian book. And I actually have a lot of dystopian books in my TBR because dystopia is one of my most favorite genres, but unfortunately most of them are really long, so I'm a little bit afraid to choose one of them. And today I was looking for another dystopian graphic novel or dystopian short story, and Amazon told me that Paper Girls is actually a dystopian graphic novel, but if I look on Goodreads, it doesn't tell me that this graphic novel is a dystopian graphic novel. So I am planning to read this, and hopefully it will be dystopian or utopian graphic novels, so like it can count as a prompt. So I think that I'm going to start reading it first because I really want to know like if I need to find another book or if this book is good enough for the prompt. So this is my TBR for today, and like 4 books is a lot for a 24-hour readathon, but 2 of them are graphic novels, and like the memory book I'm reading in the Hebrew translated version and I read in Hebrew really fast, so only this book is like what I'm most afraid of. I don't think that I will be completing the whole book, but hopefully I will be reading as much as possible. So yes, first book, Paper Girls. Let's get started. So I finished reading Paper Girls. So I started to read at 9:30 p.m, which is perfect because tomorrow we have the second live show in Nessa channel. The live show will be in 7 p.m. So I guess that in 9 or 9:30 I already will be done with the live show. So it's like my 24-hour readathon will end in the end of the live. So like the timing is really good. And I finished Paper Girls. So first of all, I thought that I'm going to like it because the author of Paper Girls is the same author author of Saga, the graphic novel series that I read also in 24 hours. And I really loved Saga, so I was hoping that I'm going to love this one also. And actually, when I started to read the graphic novel, I was really excited and like I really loved the start. It's a sci-fi story about a group of girls, but as the story progressed, I got really bored. And I don't know, the start was really nice, but as I continue reading, I just didn't want to read anymore. And this is a graphic novel, so I read it really fast. And only because this is a graphic novel, I continued reading it. And like the most important thing, which is the prompt, isn't completed because this isn't a dystopia graphic novel. Amazon, why did you say that this is a dystopia graphic novel? Because this isn't. I gave it 2 stars. It feels to me like a 1 star, but the start was really good, so I'm going to give it 2 stars. Just was really big disappointment because it also didn't count as a prompt for the BTS Readathon. So like the first book that I read for this readathon was really bad and didn't count for the readathon. So yes, this book was just pointless. And I definitely won't be reading like the rest of the volumes in the series. But at least I read it really fast. Like right now it's 11 p.m. and I'm going to start reading the memory book because this is in Hebrew and it means that I'm going to finish it fast. I don't think that I will be reading the whole thing today. Like it's already 11 p.m. but I'm going to try reading as much as possible. So tomorrow I can finish it already in morning. Also for this book, I don't have high hopes. Like I said, the only reason that I'm going to read this book is because this is the only book on my TBR with 14 letters. But yes, I'm hoping that I'm mistaken and that I will actually enjoy this book. So let's get into reading. Good morning! Guess what? Read until 6 p.m. and I completed the memory book. And guess what more? I slept today until 1 p.m. But I feel like this is okay because like I could go to sleep like in 1 or 2 a.m. and then read the rest of the book in the morning. So I just did the opposite because I'm a night owl and I like to read at night. And honestly, I just wanted to keep reading and to finish with this book because I really didn't like it. Like this is already the second book that I don't like in this readathon and I actually gave it 1 star. I feel like this was a waste of time and I don't know, like I get the book is really sad and really emotional, but I just didn't connect to the characters at all. I feel like maybe this book is like for a younger crowd. I bought this book a lot of years ago when I was little, I think like in middle school or in high school or something like this. So like it's logical that this isn't for my age right now. I get the story, like the medical condition that the story was talking about was really sad. I didn't have any problem with this concept. I really love to read like books with more medical condition representation and like to learn more, but I just didn't love this book at all. I'm just so glad that I finished this book and this book actually counted as a prompt, thanks God. So now I completed 3 prompts and my main plan for today is to read Those Violent Delights as much as possible. Now I think that I'm going to read Be Prepared in the live show because this is a graphic novel and I feel like maybe I can read the whole graphic novel in the live show or most of it. And because the live show is in 7 p.m. so I'm pretty sure that I will have at least half an hour after the live show will end to like complete what I didn't complete from Be Prepared. So I think that I'm going to read Those Violent Delights all the day and then read Be Prepared in the live show. So yes, let's get into reading. So it's currently 6 p.m. I have 1 hour until the live show and I almost didn't read anything. I don't know, like I just was reading and then I got into Twitter and then I got into TikTok and then I got into YouTube and boom, it's 6 p.m. So I'm currently at page 52. Like I actually read only 20 pages in my 24-hour readathon. So bad. But like the 2 books that I read yesterday were so bad and they just made me not wanting to read anything. And Those Violent Delights is a fantasy historical fiction, so it's like extra hard to read it, and like it was really hard for me to concentrate. I really want to read it. The story is so interesting, the writing is really, really beautiful, but this is just the kind of books that are more hard to read. And after the 2 bad books that I already read, I just wanted like to rest a little bit and not to read something really hard. So I do think that right now, Be Prepared is like perfect for my mood. So I'm really excited to read it, and I will try to read Those Violent Delights as much as possible before the live show, but I'm really, really excited for Be Prepared, and I hope that I will finish Be Prepared in the live show. Right now, I didn't read almost anything, but I will go reading now. So we just completed the live show. We finished 15 minutes ago, so I continued reading for 15 minutes, and I actually read all Be Prepared in the live show, which is really amazing, and I liked it. It was really nice. So I found out that this is actually real story of the author, like the author Vera. This is about her and about her going to a Russian camp when she was a child, and it was nice to read about it because like the whole story is about her not feeling belong to America because she is Russian and like all of her friends were Americans. And it was really nice to read about it because I actually also Russian, but I'm from Israel, so like I'm also like Russian, not from a Russian speaking country. Now I was born here, so I'm not like really an outsider because I'm more Israeli than Russian, but the whole book and Vera experience was a little bit personal to me, so it was nice to read about it. Now overall I liked the book. I gave it 3 stars because it was really nice. It wasn't something special. It's just like a cute graphic novel to read. The illustrations were cute, and like all the illustrations are only in green color, which is so cute. So yes, it was fun, and I'm really glad that I actually completed the whole graphic novel in the live show. The live show was so much fun. Now yes, I read also Those Violent Delights, and I got to page 66. Now I know that I actually didn't read like almost anything from Those Violent Delights, but at least I read something like 40 pages. Like at least I read something. So yes, this is a time for a mini wrap up for my mini 24-hour readathon. The first book, Paper Girls, 2 stars. The memory book, also 1 star. Like honestly, if I just didn't read it at all, I would be totally fine. And Those Violent Delights, which I almost didn't read at all. I'm so bad, but like at least I read 3 other books, and my prompts look like this right now. So overall, I completed only 2 prompts in this readathon, but 2 prompts is a lot. I'm still really sad that Paper Girls wasn't a dystopian. It means that I need to find another dystopian utopian book. So if you have some kind of dystopian or utopian stories that are really short, it will be so good because this is a really busy month for me. But maybe I will find place to squeeze in a really long dystopian book that I really want to read, but we will see about it. At least I completed 2 prompts, and now I have 4 prompts completed out of the 7 prompts, and like this is the middle of the month, so I have like the second part of the month to read the 3 prompts that left, and like I'm progressing with Those Violent Delights. So hopefully I will finish this book this week. This was so fun. Like half of the books that I read I didn't really like, but that's okay because at least I read a lot, and the live show was so fun, and I can't wait until the next one. I'm uploading 2 times a week on Sundays and Wednesdays, so the next video will come on Wednesday. But until then you can check more videos by me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!